wait to read all that song. Can't wait to read. I can't wait to read.
Brown superstar Josh Creel didn't hold back when it came to Shedeur Sanders. And also, what is your expectation of this game this Sunday, Shedeur Sanders versus Cam Ward? What's your expectation of the play of Shedeur Sanders? Let's get ready to talk about it right here on Sports Talk with B. Watt. Let's go. Shedeur Sanders get ready to play Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans this weekend in Cleveland, Ohio. But there's a former Cleveland Browns wide receiver, Josh Creel. You know Josh Creel. Josh Creel was a dog back then playing for the Cleveland Browns as a wide receiver, and he sure enough was an all-pro at punt returning for the Cleveland Browns. He was on his podcast with the rest of the fellas and his wife talking about Shedeur Sanders' development. He said, and I agree with him, if Shedeur had the opportunity to go through training camp, preseason, the same thing that was given to Dylan Gabriel, Shedeur will be outstanding by now. Let's listen to what Josh Creel had to say about Shedeur Sanders, a former NFL player and a former Cleveland Brown player. Josh Creel.
But when you see the way they play now, right? When you saw games of Dylan, you saw games of Shedeur, even other quarterbacks in the league. If Shedeur had, and I don't want to speculate too much, but he's showing progression every week.
Yeah.
Had he had the time afforded to him and the attention and the reps, he's better. He's looking better than Jackson Dart.
Yeah.
He's looking better than all these players, Dylan, of course, than all these players that were taken above in front of him. Had he been given this time, and I think you see it on the film. You see the team.
Yeah, he had, that one drive where we were running the ball, I think we had 8 or 9 straight runs, and then he threw that ball to Fannin. I think that was a big-time play. Like, you have your chance. You've been running the ball. You take a shot. And he stepped up and made those plays. I think he was taking the easy stuff. We had a lot of screen. It was, windy and stuff. We had a lot of screens and short yardage plays that he was executing. I mean, his huddle presence, his ability to, call the plays and get us on the same page, I think has improved over the last couple of years. So last couple of weeks. So it's been really good.
Josh Creel didn't hold back about Shedeur Sanders, and he just setting the record straight about the advancement of Shedeur Sanders. If Shedeur would have had the same opportunity that Dylan Gabriel was given during the offseason and training camp, and the first, he played by 6 games, Shedeur would look better at quarterback than he do right now. But what is my expectation of Shedeur Sanders moving forward, especially this Sunday? Oh, I expect Shedeur to go out there and ball out, especially when it comes to pre-snap reads. See, this is his 3rd week working with the #1 offense on the Cleveland Browns football team. His pre-snap read in a game is crucial. It's important. It's imperative that he get that right. Know where the defense is at, what they trying to do, and where the blitz is coming from, and identifying that Mike linebacker. Once he get to that line of scrimmage and go through that motion, the next thing is going to be the post-snap read. What did the defense audible to? Just because they line up on the line of scrimmage doesn't mean they exactly going to do what you thought they was going to do in your pre-snap read. If your offensive coordinator and the play caller call a certain play, I expect Shedeur to hit that play. Let that play develop. Sit in that pocket just a 1.5 second longer, because the offensive line been blocking for Shedeur since he been in there. Now, the offensive line didn't look good for Joe Flacco. The offensive line did not play good for Dylan Gabriel. But we can say that the offensive line have looked decent with Shedeur because Shedeur inspired them. Shedeur have made them look good. But on a couple of plays, the offensive line haven't looked that good. But I get that. They're not going to win every play. They're not going to win every snap. Just like Shedeur is not going to complete every pass. But the offensive line have looked better with Shedeur at quarterback. So, when you look at this game up against Cam Ward and the Tennessee Titans, now Cam Ward is further along than Shedeur Sanders, and we get that. What I want to see is the offensive play call. Get Shedeur in a groove. Get him in a groove. Let him throw the ball on first and second down. Now, I know they want to win this game because Tennessee, they just don't have no good football team. But you still trying to evaluate Shedeur because you want to know, should I have to draft a quarterback next year? Cleveland Browns got 2 first-round draft picks. They need to know, and they need the information. Is Shedeur that guy? Can they build around Shedeur? Is Shedeur the future quarterback for the Cleveland Browns? That's what they need to find out. And the only way they're going to find that out, they got to trust him, number one. They got to let him play quarterback, number two. And they got to let him know what throw he can make out there on that field. Don't worry about the interception. You throw an interception, hell, you ain't the only one. Tom Brady done throw one. Peyton Manning done throw one. Troy Aikman have thrown an interception. So have Joe Montana. So have Steve Young. Many quarterback. Patrick Mahomes done throw many. Josh Allen throw 2 every game. And he was the MVP of last year. Shedeur need an opportunity. And he need a team that cares about him and develop it. So, let Shedeur play quarterback. Let Shedeur play quarterback. That's all I got to say. Let him play quarterback. Because if they let him play quarterback, I believe he'll be more successful than he was last game. If they let him get in the groove, trust him, don't be taking him off the field when you're in the red zone. If you get in the red zone, let him throw the ball because they need to score. See, if you let him pass the ball in the red zone, it will build up his confidence. It will build up his teammate confidence. Say, hey, we know Shedeur going to go down here and drive us down here and get a touchdown, especially if we get that ball in that red zone. You don't know that if you don't let him try. You won't know that because you don't have the information that he can do that, because you haven't given him the opportunity to do that. Give Shedeur the opportunity to show you he can play quarterback. That's all I'm saying. Once again, you're watching Sports Talk with B. Watts. I'm your host, Bernard Watts. I'm going to leave you with Shedeur talking about Cam Ward and this upcoming game against the Tennessee Titans. See you later on tonight, 8 o'clock, my live show. Can't wait to see you there. Shedeur Sanders.
Cam competitive is always fun, getting out there training with him. And then, we both end up getting drafted and we both went our separate ways, And that's really everybody that played in college with almost. Everybody's focused on what they got to do, and that's all I love, whenever we see each other.
Honestly, anytime, both of us are in the room, we're always competitive from throughout college, even in the pre-draft process. We just both want to be great players. And I just think it's going to be exciting for, just a lot of people to see, what both of us will be able to do when we play at a high level. But at the end of the day, it's really about, what we have to do individually and what we have to do for the building, to help put everyone in the best situation. I'm always going to be there for my guy. I know he's going to be there for me. Every time he steps on the field, I know he's going to, prove himself right. The same goes for me. So we just got to continue to stay in just the everyday mindset of getting better and not letting bad outcomes dictate the next day.
Sweet. Oh, my goodness. I have so enjoyed the privilege of observing you become a leader both on the field and off when nobody else is watching. At the end of the day, no matter your job title or socioeconomic status, It is your character that defines you. You clearly demonstrate strength of character by uplifting and serving the communities in which you live and which have supported you over the years. To be the Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee. I am so incredibly proud. Grant, I cannot wait to see what's next. Congratulations.
Nice. Your Walter Payton Man of the Year nominee, Grant Thalbert, come on up. He's over here. There he is. Congratulations. Congratulations. All right, speech, Grant.
I mean, what's the point of a platform if you ain't getting back to the community, man? Take that message and spread it, you know, across wherever we touch. So appreciate y'all boys, and let's go win.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Thank you, Coach.
All right, very well deserved. Congratulations, GD.